time to step in. Don't play pretend. Rather go off the deep end. Just give me the reason. Every day is the season.
Keithy, kind of an underrated little theme song you got going on there, Grayson Waller, huh?
Absolutely. I'm jamming out. I'm jamming with my clam out. What can I tell you?
All right, keep it in your pants, whatever. This isn't Detroit, buddy. Or
That's
D'Amato.
true.
Oh, God.
That's
I got to
right.
tell
That's
you,
right.
at the end of this video, I'm going to put Cardoso as the next watch video, and I'm going to have to Klondike build D'Amato. You'll see. But anyways, we are here to talk about the Grayson Waller Effect featuring Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily a match, but worth a preview, I would assume.
Absolutely.
This is coming up right before Monday Night Raw, so I don't really – they may add something like verbally or whatever to this segment, but the segment is what it is. We're pretty safe to talk about it before Monday Night Raw. All right. So let's talk about it. What do you think about this little Grayson Waller talk show so far?
I love it.
Yeah, it's been on pretty much every SmackDown since he re-debuting after the draft.
Absolutely. I think anytime you have so first of all, I was a little concerned after SummerSlam because I know that the drive is for Cody Reigns to Electric Boogaloo in Philly next year. And so I know that I was concerned to think, like, what are they going to be doing with Cody for the next, 6 months or whatever? And so I was kind of concerned that, like, he would fall behind the wayside as just, like, feeding him just nobody's almost kind of like whenever, like, somebody would get, when Daniel Bryan won the title the first time and his first opponent was Kane. It's like, all right, come on, like, give him something that's going to be interesting. So this is, for me, very exciting and interesting for Cody because it's somebody new. It's on a different show because it's going to be, SmackDown based or whatever. So it's on a different. So it's kind of like he's traveling. He's the traveling Wilbury right now. And on top of that, anytime that they've had talk segments, it's usually led to a pretty good feud. I'm thinking back like Jericho with Shawn Michaels. And even then Jericho had on Shawn Michaels when that led to Batista. So the Shawn Michaels Batista. I mean, so it's usually a good, we could even go back further and say, like, when the Funeral Parlor, you had Piper and Flair, you had Hogan and Undertaker. I mean, it's led to different good feuds that have led at least good matches. So I'm really excited. I think that Grayson Waller's done some good stuff. He did great stuff on NXT. I think he's done some good stuff now. I'm glad they kind of didn't spoil him with having him kind of job to Cena. I know that was like the idea was maybe he was going to do something with Cena at SummerSlam or something, but that didn't come out. So it didn't pan out. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be cool.
Yeah, I think this is kind of like what they did with Cena. I think this is really presenting Grayson Waller as a main player without really introducing him as an in-ring competitor. We got these Grayson Waller effects by kind of coincidence and luck because in his last NXT match, he broke his leg. So he was out for about 3 months or whatever. So charismatic Aussie, we need him on TV. So he has this talk show. I like how he puts it on Instagram and the Instagram comments come on live, and it's his whole gimmick of going viral, being this social media pundit, so to speak. But so far I really dig the character. I think they kind of got a little lucky by having him break his leg and doing these effects, and then here we are. So far, Grayson Waller, since debuting on the main roster, has had interactions with Cody Rhodes, John Cena, The Rock, via the internet, but they brought it a light on TV. And he had a great zinger saying, well, your family's over here falling apart and you're trying to get the Grayson Waller rub, The Rock. Come on, brother. But and the edge. Yep. The girls, he's had all the girls out there. Yeah. Charlotte, Asuka, Belair. So he's rubbing elbows with some big stars, and he's presented as a big star. But my question to you now, Keithy, is once he gets the ball, because mind you, he has not won a match yet on the main roster since debuting. So lost to Edge, lost to Jey Uso, lost to I forget last week, Rey Mysterio. So he's rubbing elbows. He hasn't won a match. What's his trajectory? Is he kind of just going to be that gatekeeper Miz, or is he going to just is that his floor, and he has like big upside, and he could be, I don't know.
I think it's possible that he's making his bones right now, and that he's going to be out there because if you look at who he's losing to, he lost to Edge, Jey Uso's main event, Jey Uso, but even he's losing a big name
for SummerSlam. He's got to lose a match.
He's not losing matches to Dolph Ziggler and I don't know. You could pick any other guy that's kind of like lower tier. I mean, he's not losing matches to singles New Day. You know what I mean? Like he's losing matches to big names. Sometimes you got to make your bones. I kind of think he's kind of similar to, like you said, The Miz. I feel like also like Austin Theory, because Austin Theory came up with the whole, taking the pictures of the selfies and shit. Yeah. And I think that, but I also love when like a person's injured or maybe not fully 100% back. Like, remember when like CM Punk was doing commentary when he was hurt, and then Randy Orton kept coming out back in the day with the Randy Orton health update and stuff. And
94%.
I like when they do those kinds of things because it keeps the character on television. And I mean, it's funny. Can you think of if I say the name Roddy Piper, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? It's Piper's Pit. It's not usually his matches. So I'm always excited for a person that could be a verbal, a talker on the mic. And I think that there's tremendous upside for him because eventually he'll start to win. And then, so now he's kind of created this base of, he's losing to top tier guys. He's creating this awesome foundation as a talker and as this kind of bringing back the talk segment on a televised show. There's only upside for him. I don't think he's not going to be a jobber to the stars. I think he's eventually going to come through but he's just like, he's getting the treatment right now because he's got to lose. But again, I look at who he's losing to. I know they always say that win-loss record doesn't mean anything. And, this isn't AEW.
He's also a heel.
Yeah. So I like that though. But I like that eventually he'll turn it around and, he'll start with something like he'll probably win a tag title with somebody for a minute. And then,
you stole my thunder. Yeah? You stole my thunder. And one of the last previews I did with Logan, we previewed Austin Theory versus Rey Mysterio for the United States Championship. And I asked him, I said, all right, Austin Theory's next title victory, is it going to be a mid-card US or IC, a tag title, or a world title?
Yeah.
And he said probably a world title. And I said, I think his next belt victory is going to be a tag team championship with Grayson Waller. So I can see Theory and Waller kind of coming together and joining a tag team. I think they would help each other out immensely in the here and the now of their current day.
Yeah, the Theory Effect. Like, that's their tag team name.
I didn't even come up with a name. You already did. That was a great name.
Wow. The Theory Effect. Yeah, and I think that it just depends because although you know what, the tag titles, even though it was a hot win for Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, what have they done with them since? I know a lot of it's
been hurt.
Owens has been hurt, but it was a hot win. The chase is always better than the actual win itself. So I think that you could see them lose that title to somebody quick, and then have the Theory Effect win it, and then that's cool. Have them didn't have them. Now he's on both shows because he can go on Raw, he can go on SmackDown, he can do,
perfect.
Yeah, he can go the Waller Effect. He can do on both shows. So yeah, I think there's tremendous upside to this guy. And again, having him do something with Cody, it doesn't ruin Cody because especially since he's losing to the top guys, eventually this is going to lead to a match, and Cody can have at the next event, at the next PLE, Cody can fight Grayson Waller and beat him, and you're keeping Cody fresh for the eventual rematch down the road.
Yep, we're in a good spot. All right, so let's talk Cody. We just went 9 minutes on Waller. That's a testament to his future and his buzz and his charisma. He's just got it, and he's in a good landing spot. And Cody, coming off the Reigns victory, he instantly went into the Brock feud. He had the 3-match series, and I think it was an overall very successful 3-match series. I think Cody feels more of a WWE main eventer. He's just climbing that mountain, and it's going to be a big mountain to dethrone Reigns. Will he be the guy? Perhaps, but I think he's kind of on upward trajectory even more still so now. But he had that sidebar with Dominic at Money in the Bank. He has a sidebar here with Grayson Waller. Like you alluded to, it should lead to a future match, perhaps at the next pay-per-view at Fastlane. So, all that being said, is Cody Rhodes still that top-tier babyface a year from now?
I wasn't really. It's when everybody kind of was like bummed out that he didn't beat Reigns. I kind of sat back and
I wanted Reigns to win. Cody,
right. Well, but my whole thought was, this is Cody Rhodes. I go, he wasn't even. He was the anti-Dusty. He didn't even book himself as the top guy in his own federation. I mean, like, what? Look at he was. I mean, is he a main event guy? I was like, yeah, he's a main event guy because he is. I mean, he
feels it.
But it wasn't until after that SummerSlam match, and maybe I'm a little biased because I was there and I got to see it live, but I could feel it. I felt him just go up. And that's why I'm very careful with or concerned that they don't ruin it. I don't think they will. I think they'll continue to have his push to climb the mountain. If he doesn't beat Reigns at 40, then
that's gonna be tough sledding. If they put him in there again and he doesn't defeat Reigns, that's gonna be hard to overcome.
Just retire the title, or just have Reigns never wrestle again until he beats Bruno's record, and then they can say he's got Bruno's record. I mean, it's like enough is enough. Like, what are you gonna do? You know, you can't.
I'm good with Reigns being champ. You just can't present Cody as his challenger at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
unless if he's gonna defeat him. So
right, yes.
You can't do that.
Because again, they made that new title that Seth Rollins won because they don't want to take the title off of Reigns. It's like, okay, that's clearly obvious.
I'm Roman Reigns season all day with me, brother. You ain't gonna win that one with me. Roman Reigns, he's the one.
Listen, sure, whatever. You want to have a dominant champion like that? Sure. Just he needs to have better matches. That's all. I'm a little bored of his matches, but that's neither here nor there. You know.
But anyways, Cody, I think that
he's got it.
He's got it. I think we got this Grayson Waller effect. I think we find something else November, December, and then we'll see where he's at come January for the Rumble, heading into WrestleMania. But I do like this detour here with Grayson Waller. I think it's a successful one, and I think it's more for Waller than it is for Cody. But Waller is there to kind of give Cody something to do, if that makes sense for you. Like Waller's going to get much more out of this, than Cody will, but he's presented there for Cody. So,
but I forgot about the Cody and Dominic thing, which is kind of the same as the Cody and Waller. I like that. It's giving him something fresh for a guy who's kind of on the. Everybody freaking loves Dominic right now. You know, Dominic's one of the hottest acts on the show. So why not pair him with Cody? It's the same thing. Grayson Waller, he's getting there. He's getting to be one of the hottest acts on the show. Yeah, and I don't want to see them do something like have LA Knight go up against Cody, because that's going to suck for LA Knight, you know? So,
I don't think we'll do that.
No, I hope not. But LA Knight's the hottest act on that show. So it's like, you know, that's where you would see that pairing. So let Cody kind of be that next level guy where he's just going to have guys come at him. But again, don't give him somebody stupid like Kane. I know Kane's retired, but like, don't give him somebody stupid. Let him go up there against like top talent. Like, even though I don't want him to lose the IC belt, if Gunther loses the IC belt, that's a guy that should be going up against Cody, you know, at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? Without the belt. But I don't want him to lose the belt.
Absolutely. As we get out of here, I got to ask one quick pivot here. Unfortunately, you know, with the Bray Wyatt stuff, do you think that this Grayson Waller effect thing was a pivot due to perhaps a Cody Bray Wyatt feud for the fall?
If that's where they were going, but I don't know, man. I mean,
did
it even seem like
bring it up, but you know,
did it even seem like Bray was coming back? I mean, everybody was speculating, but I mean,
speculation, you know, speculating a little bit, but
I mean, now that it comes out that he had like the heart issue related to COVID, and that's what was taking him so long. I mean, I don't even know if he would have been back by the fall. So I mean, it's a shame.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, rest in peace, Bray.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
All right, Keithy, but I don't want to end on a somber note. It was great to have you here. One show to plug before we get out of here. What do you got?
Oh, you can always check out A La Carte with Keithy. That's on the North-South Connection. And of course, every week, GFA Live with my boy Petey. So with our boy Petey, you love Petey too. So check us out.
All right, Keithy. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.